Rumble, Showman Rumble, Jamaica another run with it budget. Another budget without figure, without proper understanding. Just promises, and freeness. Them want give all dog, puss and rat freeness too. But they're not telling us how it's going to be funded. And how it's going to be funded without jeopardizing the fiscal discipline that we have worked so hard as the Labour Right Party to ensure that it keep and uphold in the Jamaican society so we don't crash our economy like in the 90s under Omar Davis and PJ Patterson. But them come with them run with it and them propagation and them lies trying to trick Jamaican to vote for them. But listen PNP, this is not our grandparents, our parents. We're gonna ask the right questions and we demand in the figures how much these programs, these free goodies gonna cost the Jamaican taxpayers. And how you're gonna implement these without affecting the NIR and also putting new taxes on the Jamaican populace. That's what we want to ask. Oh, and I take off if you idiot or bigot, but this is a Cliff Hughes podcast, guys. Just watch it and hear it, that's it.
I recall just this Monday, I attended the inaugural media briefing of the Fiscal Commissioner, and I sat down with him and had a discussion because it was followed immediately after Julian Robinson's presentation. And I note an issue with how we go about these budget debates, that the government of Jamaica has to outline its plans and priorities on the basis of that yellow book just over there from me, the budget, the estimates of expenditure. They're essentially shackled to that document. And the plans that they put forward, as outlined by the Fiscal Commission, which he says is a credible plan, is limited to what is in that document. The opposition, however, is not so bound. So I always find that to be a significant weakness in how we go about these budget debates, because when you can essentially stand up and say to anybody in Jamaica that, well, we'll just get rid of any debt, we'll fix every road, and then there's nothing attached to it to say, and it will come from this amount of funding, it presents a problem in terms of how we escalate promises in the country. I thought it was something we were moving away from, but the last two budget presentations, being from Julian Robinson and Mr. Golding, it worries me that we're going back down that path of grandiose promises without any attached substance to say, well, this will be the cost to the budget, this is where we plan to find that funding, etc., etc. And it goes further when you make promises such as the removal of that $11 billion from the NHT, which has happened now for 15 years or so, going back to two administrations, in order to fund aspects of the budget. It worries me when you're saying that, well, we're going to stop that,
yes,
and then we're still going to be able to expand these programs, we're still going to be able to add this, we're still going to be able to provide this, but how do you intend to do that?
Gentlemen, I'm prepared to give Mr. Golding a bit more credit than you two.
More credit or slack?
More credit. And I'll tell you why. I have heard leaders of the opposition in the past participate in the budget debate, and I have never found that a leader of the opposition has ever been constrained to debate just the budget before them. They've often used the occasion to elaborate on several multiple national issues. I thought Mr. Golding started that process this afternoon. And I said it yesterday that I thought this would be one of the, if not the largest stage that he has the attention of the Jamaican people. And I thought what I heard from him over just about 3.5 hours thereabout was the outline, the sketch of where he wants to go. Now, I heard you two about the price tag. Yes, that is important, and it must come, and the Jamaican people must hold him to the explanation of what it's going to cost. But in an environment where we have not had, certainly in this very detailed way, any ideas at all that we could latch on to and say a national debate can now properly be had, between where the Holness government wants to go, which I think we are very clear on, and where a Mark Golding as Prime Minister of Jamaica would go. I think we now have that debate set up squarely and properly. It is for the Jamaican people now to determine whether what they heard rang credible, whether, as you both say, Mr. Golding has a duty to produce the numbers. For example, the $11 billion shortfall, how is he going to plug that while promising a host of things? Some might say some of these promises might add up to the billions, perhaps even $1 trillion. Hold on, let me make the point, Cliff. I am prepared to give him credit for starting to outline it. But as a voter, hold on, let me finish the point. As a voter, I now have a square debate in front of me to assess.
You don't.
I do.
Let me tell you why you don't.
No, I am the voter.
You don't have a square debate in front of you.
Can I be protected, Brooks?
No.
Let me finish the point. I have not finished. I have not finished the point.
It's a very long run-up.
And allow me. I have a debate that I can now squarely judge between Holness, Williams, Golding, Robinson. The price tag missing does not disqualify that. It does not.
You don't have a debate. You have the outline of a sketch. And there's nothing...
Ideas.
There's nothing to have stopped Mr. Golding. The alternative for Prime Minister of Jamaica, this close to an election, to use another 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 hours to do, just as you said, a range of issues that has the optional leader he could have dealt with. For example, I thought he was very strong on the issue of the constitutional reform process. He was very strong on the legal governance issues, and you could see that, and you got meat from him. He made a convincing argument. Whether you agree with him at the end of the day, but he was most engaging.
And you'd accept, Cliff, that those aspects of his presentations were the ones that were actually had details attached to them.
Yes.
Right. And so
hold on, Ricardo. No, you have allowed me to respond to you. You have not allowed me to respond to you.
Go for it. Go for it.
It is the budget debate.
Yeah, but we've never been confined.
Don't tell me that we have never been confined.
We have not. The opposition leaders in the past have never been confined. Never.
That's not true.
Mr. Holness used to use the budget debate to devastating effect when he was opposition leader, and it was not only about the yellow book before him.
Mr. Brooks,
Mr. Hughes.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
This is 2025.
I do not disagree with that.
This is not. Let me finish.
With the fact that details are required.
Let me finish.
I am saying
hold on, Ricardo. Hold on. Mr. Golding could have gotten away with this afternoon in 1990, 2000, 2010, 2015. You can't get away with it now.
And nobody is proposing that you should get away with anything.
Let me finish. Because we have come a long way as a democracy, as a political economy, as a public. That is why yesterday we had the Fiscal Commission, the commissioner, having its first inaugural media briefing
to say the budget was
say to the Jamaican people that the budget was X or Y. And that is because we have had presentations, too many like this that we had this afternoon, sounding good, but they remain just ideas.
And I'm saying to you,
when you do that, Ricardo Brooks, you are led to a situation where we get pie in the sky.
And I'm saying to you, it is for now the intelligent voter like Bugs, like Dana, like Siobhan to sit down and say, I needed more, and to demand more from Mr. Golding. I do not think any of what you both have said disqualifies what I have said, which is that...
So you agree with us?
No, you just haven't disqualified me. He has started.
I'm not seeking to disqualify
He has
you.
started a debate and running up to whether it be June, July, August, or September. It is for the Jamaican people, the 1.8 million who now occupy the voters list, to be the judges who wins
And that's
this
not what we are
debate.
here- we're not-
It's 15 minutes after 6. I have to take a break.
No.
I have to take a break.
That's not what we are here for.
I have to take a break.
We are here to do critical
I have
analysis.
to take a break.
We are here to do critical analysis.
Are we taking the break? Are we?
Yes.
15
And
minutes after 6?
Mr. Golding
His paycheck,
came with several proposals. We don't know how good they are because there's one critical missing element. Yes. What is this going to cost us? What is this going to cost us? This is a budget debate.
We have to take a break.
This is not a high
Are we
school
taking
debate.
the break or not? Are we taking the break or not?
Let him take the break.
Let's take the break.